back in the same parking lot that we were when we did the Magic S Loop. And we're skiing what I've been told is a classic, another classic, lots of classics here in North Cascade National Park called Eldorado. Supposedly the crux of today isn't steep, slippery snow or knife-like ridges or glacial travel. The crux, or the hardest part of the day, is a log crossing across this river. If you get soaked, your day is probably over, so it's a good place not to mess up. Your life might not be on the line, but the river crossing is the thing that you need to pay attention to on Eldorado, supposedly. Just 100 yards from the parking lot, and we're here at the infamous river crossing.
Is it harder on the second crossing than this one? I mean, we can check out a different approach. Let's see, I mean, is there a way to cross lower? Yeah, let's see it. That's a big log. That's a kill log. Yeah, I crossed right here. Well, there's a log up there. There's a log. I know people cross the log.
We're looking for that mythical log that just crosses the river perfectly and isn't slippery and slimy. You know, that's why this is the crux. It's not easily defeated. Our first log was very intimidating. It had water splashing over it. So now we're headed to another reported log.
Oh, I think I got it. I think I'm just a bad tour guide. I think I got it. I'm trying to lose my patience. I kind of want to take off my shoes and go. All right, I just vote we take our shoes off and cross.
Okay. That looked pretty brutal, Ben. Did you watch him do that? He almost went down.
You got long legs.
We managed to cross the river. John went first and almost went in. But Ben and I had to remove our pants, so it was very NSFW. And we crossed after John. Turns out that the log is probably the crossing. It just happens to also be inaccessible to us. So we just walked across with no pants on. Great way to start off a morning. We're doing this 2,000-foot climb, basically straight up through a root-strewn trail up to a boulder field, and from there, hopefully onto the snow. This is gonna be so much worse to come down. We just finished climbing up some of the boulder field to where the snow line is here, up Eldorado. And one of my favorite things about climbing mountains in new areas is having talks with the locals and all the lore around certain aspects of the climb, like the stream crossing or river crossing. And definitely the boulder field was a topic of discussion when we were considering climbing Eldorado. But now we're going to put on our skis, skins, probably ski crampons, and we're going to start hustling up on the snow. First view of Eldorado proper, and also the real glacier rolling down towards us. It's looking very mythical up there. So hopefully these clouds stay away. I want clouds, the right kind of clouds. Clouds that cooperate. I want cooperating clouds when I'm up on mountaintops. So far, that's exactly what we've got here. Adds a little bit of mystique, some shading. All the hard parts done, except for the glacier travel, which I guess is dangerous, according to science. We're on the final ridge climb to the summit of Eldorado. And you know, I always talk about the majestic view, but in 9 times out of 10, I'm here for the view as much as I am for the skiing. And that's a great view. And if you look over there, you can see the Magic S course if you squint really hard. But we've got this final climb up to the summit. We can skin most of the way, and then I think we have to throw on boots and crampons. The glacier was a tame crossing. Nobody fell into any yawning chasms. And now we've just got nothing but splendid views and a light dusting of fresh snow, just like when they sprinkle powdered sugar on top of a donut. And the downhill shouldn't be too shabby. Eldorado Peak, a classic I wasn't even aware of until 2 days ago. And already, I gotta say, it felt like a classic from the first step until now. The volcanoes are the candy, the North Cascades are the van with the tinfoil windows. A little final ridge walk made it feel exciting. It gave you a little tingle. So now all we have left to do is ski, what would you say, 3,000 feet of snow, 4,000 feet?
Sounds right to me.
So through some glaciated terrain and down this ridge, and then just jackhammer our knees on the descent all the way back to our cars, where hopefully everything is still there and our windows haven't been smashed and all our luxury goods taken. done with the skiing and now to the fun part. Downhill pound. All right, Eldorado. Might be wondering why I left my helmet on, because if I slipped onto my butt, my skis will come forward, and that's just not acceptable. So I kept my helmet on as I came down this horribly steep and treacherous trail. But now we're at the river, back to the crux, back where it all began. This time I'm gonna keep my pants on, but we'll ford the river, get to the car, and then find out what we're going to do tomorrow. Skiing, probably, somewhere else. So, Eldorado.